everyone, it is I, Dalek aka Mark. A couple of years ago I created a viral challenge using the HEXBUG BattleBots toys, the Pinball Warrior tournament, based on one of the old games that used to be played in the early series of Robot Wars. Unfortunately, the challenge didn't go viral, reason unknown. So I thought this year I'd have another go at one of the other Robot Wars games. This year, the Sumo Basho tournament. Now, I think you all know what sumo is. It's a Japanese sport. It's two large people in underpants trying to push one another out of a ring. Robot sumo is different. For a start, the robots don't wear pants. And to play this, all you need is a large ring. Like this one. I made this out of layers and layers and layers of cardboard, paper around the edges. Very simple, very easy to make. Of course, you don't have to use cardboard, you can use other materials like wood. Now there are two ways you can play sumo. You can just have a standard battle and of course try and push your opponent off the ring. Or you can play it the Robot Wars way, which is what I'm going to show you guys. Now the Robot Wars way is not just about strength, it's also about endurance. You have to stay on the sumo ring for as long as possible and at the same time do battle with one of the house robots. Now normally shunt is used in sumo, but because HEXBUG aren't going to make any more Robot Wars toys, you'll have to use Matilda instead. So the rules are very simple. The aim is to stay on the ring for a certain length of time, say 30 seconds to a minute. There are two ways you can win the sumo. One of them is to stay on the ring for the full time with the house robot, or push the house robot off the ring in the fastest time. The competitive robots are allowed to use their active weapons, but the house robots are not. So Matilda can't use her tusks to flip another robot out of the ring, because that would be cheating. So now I'm going to give you guys a demonstration. Now normally sumo battles, they don't last very long, so I'm going to use all 8 rival robots from BattleBots. I'm also going to be commentating on this. I confess I'm no Jonathan Pierce, but be nice. Let the trials begin. Okay, the first robot is Tombstone, weighs 140 grams. That bar spinner is destructive, but I don't think it's going to be much use. It's two-wheel drive though, so I don't think it's going to have enough pushing power against Matilda.
Roboteers, stand by.
We'll soon find out.
3,
here we go.
2, 1, activate.
So very simple, just stay on the sumo ring for as long as you can. Trying to push against Matilda, didn't work, and off they went, took Matilda with them. Not a very dignified win for the matriarch of mayhem. I've got a slow motion camera, so let's have a look. Tombstone trying to push back against Matilda, but didn't have the strength, this was what I was saying. And in the end, went forward, tried to stop, but Matilda pushed them off. She went with them. Let's see, they lasted about 4 seconds. Setting the benchmark, and first to go. And the next up, Witch Doctor. This is the first version. More weight, more wheels. I think that scoop bucket's going to be the key factor. Get underneath Matilda, then push her out.
Roboteers,
Let's see if that works.
3, 2, 1, activate.
A bit of a dodgy start from both of them. Oh, that's it. Go for the side of Matilda. Hanging on in there, pushing hard. Oh, drove right off! Matilda led them to a false sense of security there. Very devious work from the house robot. Like I said, a dodgy start, but there, a side attack on Matilda. Tried to push her, but didn't seem to have the strength, and then Matilda moved slightly to the side, and the foot was on the accelerator, couldn't stop, and out went the Witch Doctor. No broomstick to save them. Good time though from Witch Doctor, 7 seconds. That puts him on the top of the leaderboard. Next up, Minotaur, or Minotaur, depending on how you pronounce it. This is the lightest BattleBot robot, 130 grams. Again, two-wheel drive, so maybe not enough strength, and very difficult to control.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Speedy start, and there, dodged Matilda. That was a good move. I would try to push, not enough strength there. Oh, they drove right off. Looking at it again, they dodged Matilda and reversed, slamming into her, and nearly took off their side armor. But then they started to dance around, weren't attacking Matilda, and then finally Whoops. So Minotaur lasted 6 seconds. It beat Tombstone but didn't beat Witch Doctor. Our next robot is Beta with its hammer. Weighs 150 grams. I think that wedge design could get underneath Matilda, providing that Matilda doesn't get underneath with her tusks, because there is a bit of a ground clearance.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Oh, I stand corrected. Beta got underneath Matilda's tusks, using the hammer on her. Ah! Matilda, you committed suicide! Beta victorious. Let's have a look at that again. Beta got underneath Matilda's tusks. And then look at this. Matilda pushed back, but then she stopped. Beta gave her another headache, I suppose, with the hammer. Then Matilda was like, no, I don't want to get another headache, but reversed too far. And off she went. Beta victorious in 4 seconds. That's going to be hard to beat. We're halfway through, so on to the next robot. Another Witch Doctor. This is the third version. 160 grams, so 10 grams heavier than the first, but smaller wheels and no scoop.
Robot ears, stand by.
Will it be better than the first Witch Doctor? Let's find out.
1, activate.
Again, a speedy start. And Matilda, ooh, very nearly went out. Good driving though, using the drum spinner. That's not going to be much use in Sumo. Oh, but look, Matilda knocked off the back plate. Well, good pushing her there. Oh, they had it, but threw it away. Drove right off the edge. They nearly went off at this point. Luckily that robot's front wheel drive, so it was able to save itself. But there, lost the back panel when running into Matilda's tusks. Then they had some pushing power here, but then they backed off. I think they were trying to avoid Matilda's back. I don't blame them really. But still, that was a good run from Witch Doctor 3. Lasted about 12 seconds. Next up is Bronco. I think this could be a dark horse. It's heavy at 190 grams, has that powerful flipper. I do worry about the poor turning circle.
Robot ears,
but if they can get onto the side of Matilda, I think they're in with a chance.
1, activate.
Go to the side, Bronco. That's it. Ooh, too close to the edge. Matilda nearly went off the edge. That Bronco moving away. That's it. Yes! Matilda off, Bronco follows, but Matilda was the first to fall. Let's have a look at that again. Matilda very nearly off, so too Bronco. This is where I was worried about the turning circle, but they corrected it, and like I said, they went for the side of Matilda, used the flipper, and out went the Matriarch of Mayhem. Bronco followed, teetering on the edge, but Matilda hit the ground first. Well done, Bronco, but not enough to beat Beta. It took them 8 seconds. That's 4 seconds slower. Only 2 more to go. And first up is Blacksmith. Its mighty hammer, 180 grams. The hinged wedge on the front, I think that's the best form of attack. Providing that Matilda doesn't get on the sides, because there is quite a ground clearance.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
Strong start by Blacksmith. Ooh, very nearly off. Ooh, use the hammer. What are they doing? Oh dear. They gave Matilda an easy target. Ooh, she pushes them completely off and goes herself. That was so fast. Let's have a look at that again. Yes, they got underneath Matilda, but she was too strong. She pushed them back. They managed to escape, tried to use the hammer, missed. But the trouble is, Blacksmith was too fast. They went right to the edge, and all it needed was a gentle touch from Matilda. I've heard of lucky horseshoes. I think Blacksmith needed it. That was a very quick and poor run. They lasted 4 seconds. And last to go, Bite Force. Twice BattleBots champions. Again, 180 grams like Blacksmith. It's 4-wheel drive, so it should have great pushing power. Vertical spinner won't be much use, but those little sort of spikes on the front could be useful to get underneath Matilda.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Strong start by the champions, but not good enough. Goodness me, that was quick. Bite Force didn't have much bite there. They're out. Let's have a look at that again. Bite Force charged in. But look, Matilda's tusks got caught in the vertical spinner mechanism. It actually lifted the left wheels off Bite Force. They couldn't get any traction. and the Force was with Matilda. The dark side I sense in her. That was a bad run from Bite Force, only 2 seconds. But it means we have our winner, Beta, the only robot to push Matilda out in the quickest time. Well done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play HEXBUG Robot Wars / BattleBots Sumo Basho. But of course it doesn't have to stop there. You can take it up to an extreme level and turn it into King of the Castle. Very similar to Sumo, only this time you're facing 2 enemy robots, not 1. But whether you decide to play Sumo or King in the Castle, I do hope you guys like this and will give it a try. It would be great if this challenge could go viral, and the Pinball Warrior Tournament as well. Go and check that out as well. If you don't like it, then keep your rude comments to yourself, okay? Thanks for watching the demonstration. If you've enjoyed it, do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. And you can follow me on my social sites, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. See you next time. HEXBUG out.